Hey lovelies, and welcome to today's video. When you guys are watching this, it is officially Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas Eve. I cannot believe tomorrow, when you guys are watching this, is going to be Christmas. I'm so excited for Christmas morning to see Callow's reaction to all of her gifts, and I'm really excited to be able to experience Christmas with her and see her on Christmas morning opening her gifts and just being so excited. She's really excited for Santa to come. I remember last year she was not really understanding still of what Santa is, and so this year it's just been a completely different type of experience. She's so much more excited. Since we are so close to Christmas, I don't want to leave things right up until the last minute. I am going to be wrapping as many gifts as I can today and then divvying out what exactly I'm gonna have show up on Christmas morning and have that be from Santa. I'm actually not gonna wrap those gifts, I don't think. I have a huge Santa sack that I got from Pottery Barn. I had her name printed on it. So I have an item that's big enough that's gonna take up that entire sack. And then we also have a train set. I'm gonna set the train set up so that she can actually immediately recognize what it is and play with it. And then I also have some dress up clothes that I'm gonna hang up. That way she can actually see what Santa brought her immediately, and then also have some gifts that she can actually open from us. I'm also going to be including my 26-week pregnancy update because I am officially 27 weeks pregnant. It has been a little bit more of a slow week in regards to new symptoms or things that I'm experiencing. So that's why I thought it would be easy enough to combine with today's video. And then I'm also going to be including at the very end of the video kind of a mini Q&A. I told you guys once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I was going to do a Q&A for you guys, and I've received a couple questions, a lot of duplicate questions, so I'm going to answer a few of those at the end of this video as well. Last year at the end of Christmas, I picked up this container from Amazon. It's supposed to house all of my wrapping items, and it's been super helpful. If I can, I will link this exact container down in the description box for you guys to check out. And if I can't find the exact one, since I did get it last year, I will link something super similar. I know Target has them, but I just remember last year Amazon had the best prices on them. One of the things I've been dealing with, you guys can probably hear it in my voice, is that I've been sick again. Or I should say getting sick. I've been really pushing off the idea that I'm getting sick in hopes that maybe it'll just go away on its own. It's congestion again, and I have started to have a cough. So annoying. The most annoying part about it, I think, is the cough. Because that's the hardest to control with medicine, especially when you're pregnant. Remember last Christmas Eve, we actually spent at home. Earlier that day, we had to go to a children's urgent care, and then Callow was diagnosed with croup on Christmas Eve last year. So hopefully it's just a common cold and it goes away just as quickly as it started. First one's done. This took me forever, I feel and I'm exhausted now. Yesterday, Donald was looking at those cookies that I showed you guys in my last vlog, and he was like, "What cookies are you giving to Santa?" Implying himself. And I almost flipped my lid because, let's be honest, who's Santa around here? Also in week 26 of my pregnancy, we got Donald's carrier screening results back. So if you guys remember, after our 20-week anatomy scan, we did the genetic testing And part of that was carrier screening testing. So checking to see if we were carriers for any specific abnormalities. And the 2 things that I came back for, I told you guys were related to B12, the vitamin B12, and also the processing of starches. They have these huge, like really complicated names, but that's the easiest way to describe it. So then our next steps were to have Donald tested to see if he was a carrier also for those 2 things. I tried not to worry about stuff that like wasn't even on my plate yet, you know what I mean? So we got the results back for his carrier screening, and both of the tests that he tested for, which were blood tests, came back negative. So we don't have to worry about further testing. And that really has been it for like the new stuff in week 26. I did want to give you guys a update on how I was feeling since being diagnosed with anemia, and I think I'm gonna have them recheck me when I go back. I think in like a week I go back for my next appointment. They're gonna be doing another growth ultrasound at that point, and then I'm just gonna talk to them about like I still feel really tired like all the time, but everything else still feels the same. I am still like really feeling being pregnant physically way more than I have been. Somebody asked in the Q&A questionnaire over on Instagram like how I was feeling, and I'll just answer that now. I just feel so like depleted. So I think that that's still the iron, but I don't know yet. I'll just have to see what they say at my next doctor's appointment. Done with all of the wrapping that I need to do. My hair, I don't even know why I'm trying. It's legit super crazy. Okay, so I'm done with the wrapping. Everything else is gonna be going into her stocking, which I will load on Christmas Eve. And then I'm actually gonna be setting up the other gifts. If you guys wanna see what Christmas morning looks like for us, I will post a picture on Instagram. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through a couple of the questions, especially ones that were repetitive that you guys sent to me. Okay, a common question that I saw was, do I wish that I was having a boy? So if you guys didn't see it, I had my gender reveal video go live a couple weeks ago. So I'll post that up on the iCard for you guys to go watch in case you haven't seen it. It's fun, it's cute, in my opinion. No, do I wish I was having a boy? No. I wish that I was having exactly what was meant for our family in this moment, exactly who we are now and what we need now. And I really believe that we are a part of a bigger plan, and that what's happening in our lives is happening for us and meant to be in a way. I'm not necessarily somebody who believes like everything happens for a reason, because I don't believe that there's a higher power causing purposeful negative things to happen, but I do believe we're a part of a bigger idea. And so I definitely think that, you know, this baby that's coming into our lives right now is part of that bigger plan. Truthfully, I don't have any sort of gender disappointment. I definitely think Kala is gonna be obsessed with having a sister. That kind of in turn leads into another question that I saw too. and that's whether or not we want to have more kids after that, or after this baby. And our current answer is we are open to it. I used to, like years and years ago, before I got married, I was like, really, I just want 2 kids. You have 2 hands, 2 eyes, 2 ears. Like there's a reason for that. Like that was my opinion. I also did a lot of babysitting when I was younger for multiple kids, like more than 2 kids, and it was so chaotic. But as I've matured, as I've grown up, and now that I have a daughter currently and I'm going to have another child, I'm more open to it, I would say. I can't really speak like 100% until we get to that point. So I think it's gonna take actually welcoming this baby into our family, having 2 kids, having that experience, and then probably, you know, having some time under our belt before we can confidently say like, yeah, we want to go for a 3rd. One question that I saw is, how did you get past being nervous about being pregnant again after your miscarriage? And I think that it just took time for me to start feeling better about it. The closer you are to whenever you had your miscarriage, or the closer you are to that specific memory, I think obviously the more fresh of an idea it is in your mind. And I really think that time helps heal, not everything, but it heals a lot. And as time goes on, you can become more confident in the current pregnancy that you're having and how you're feeling. And I also just attribute it to the fact that like this pregnancy has been so different in the fact that I barely have time to even think about it. I just remember with Callah's pregnancy, I was taking weekly photos and I was decorating those photos and I was like sending them, and every night I'd have multiple hours to like do research in all my books, and like I don't even have close to that kind of time anymore. So there's a lot of things on my immediate plate, like right in front of me, that kind of keep my mind like really busy. So if you're somebody who is kind of like me, and in the beginning I was like dwelling on things and like really worrying, keeping yourself busy, keeping your mind busy, that was really helpful to me. A lot of people asking about the name, and I am probably 99% sure what the name is, but I'm still, it's been so hard because I remember, because again, I'm comparing it to my pregnancy with Callah. So Donald and I searched for names just openly. Like we didn't have any specific criteria. Like some people are like, I want a really vintage sounding name, or I want it to be a suffix of blah, like all of these requirements. We didn't have any requirements when we were looking for Callah's name. I just wanted the perfect name and I found it. I remember one evening like just looking through a list and I was like, Callah, that is it. It's perfect. I'm obsessed. And my mind like never swayed after that. This time around, I have a name that I love, that I'm obsessed with, but for some reason I'm not like, that is 100% it, for sure, set in stone, moving forward. Like, so to me, I'm like, does that mean I don't love it? Does that mean I'm not obsessed with it? Somebody asked who I'm voting for. Oh, I don't know. I think I know who I'm voting for. I don't know yet. Okay, I think the last question I'm going to answer, because Callah is awake from her nap. What is the biggest thing I'm excited for and worried for going from a mom of 1 to a mom of 2? And I addressed this a little bit in my last pregnancy update. And I think it's just that I am excited. Let me start with the excited part. I'm excited for growing our family. I'm super excited to give Callah a sibling. Like, she is gonna be so happy to have a sibling. So I think that means the biggest thing I'm excited for about going from a mom of 1 to 2 is that I get to see her have that relationship and enjoy another baby who is going to be, I'm 100% certain, just as perfect. But the biggest thing that I'm worried about is that not necessarily if I'm gonna be able to tackle being a mom of 2 successfully, but I just know for a fact, like, there's so much going on in our lives right now that something is gonna have to give in order to make room to be the best parent possible to 2 kids and not just 1. Just trying to do it all and want to do even more. Like, I know that it's actually gonna be the opposite. We're probably gonna have to like reprioritize and really look at making our schedules more manageable so that we can prioritize being the best parents to 2 kids and now and not just 1 anymore. I loved including the Q&A in today's video, so if you guys want to see another Q&A, let me know. I'd be happy to do that whenever, I guess, if there's interest. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video and watching. I hope you guys are going to have the best Christmas holiday season ever. And once Christmas is over, it's like 2020 is here and I'm so ready for it. I feel like I've been saying 2019 for a decade in itself. So I'm so ready for 2020. Really excited about that. And since this is my last video of 2019, leave me a comment down below if you guys have something exciting coming up for Christmas that you just wanted to share, or if you already have a big goal in mind for 2020, leave that down below. I'd love to hear those things from you guys for inspiration and also just to continue to connect with you and support you. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already before you leave today's video, and I will see you guys next freaking year. Bye guys.